Hello out there, and welcome to the Heavy Montae podcast and comedy show. Today, we're going to be talking about religion. The Republican Party, in their document 2025, is supporting what they call white nationalism. And what they're doing, and Heavy Montae has reviewed this and did some reading on what's happening and what they're doing. The Republican Party is saying that this is a country founded by white men founded by white men to control everything. And now they're saying that the Constitution does not exist and we should follow the Bible. But they are picking and they are choosing. They are choosing what we should follow and saying that they're going to make this a white nation. All right. Controlled by white men. And the first thing they want to do is control the women. Okay. They got that passage in the Old Testament that says that a woman should obey men and women should do what men tell them to do. And they've already convinced 52% of the white women in America to go along and become handmaidens. That's right. But the white women who voted for the Republican Party did not realize that they were being made handmaidens because they were following fake religion. Religion that they want us to say they call the name of Jesus all the time, but they don't follow the teaching of Jesus. All right. They are saying that the Old Testament applies. All right. Everything in the Old Testament, all right, applies to us in America today. And you can go back and read that if you want to. But what I want to say about this whole thing and these fake Christians, look at the Republican Party and the people in charge. They're saying that they are involved in all kinds of evil. You understand? You see what I'm saying? Look at the leaders. All right. They feel that they can beat a woman like Corey Mills. All right. Because the women are trash to them. You see what I'm saying? To be used and abused underneath this new religion. So if you're a woman, you better not vote for a Republican. All right. You better get your stuff together because they ought to get you. You see what I'm trying to say? They don't want you to vote because if you vote, they will not have power because there are more of you than anybody else when you put them together. And they hate black women. Oh my God. They can't stand black women. And under this white nationalist religion, it places the fake Christians in a lot of danger, because what they're trying to do to America is nonsense. And the American people are not going to accept that. We're made up of all kinds of different religions in America. So these white nationalists are saying, hey, if you're a Jew, your religion got to go. If you're a Muslim, your religion got to go. You see what I'm saying? And their religion is the one. Because this country was founded under God, which is a lie. The biggest lie a maggot ever told was the country was founded under God. That's bullshit. And we want to tell you that right now. Don't listen to that crap. So they're trying to use this archaic old religion that they've created, a revelation. You see what I'm saying? And they're saying that people of color and women and white men should control this Christian nation that they're trying to develop. Okay. And in this Christian nation, the white man is superior because he was granted this by God. Now, look how stupid this is in America. They're saying that Adam and Eve were white people in the garden. You see what I'm saying? And they're saying that God gave man, all this white man, all of this power to slaughter Indians, power to slaughter and enslave black people, power to lie about wars. Okay, because America hasn't won a war in a long damn time. We got our ass kicked in Vietnam. You see what I'm saying? We got our ass kicked in Afghanistan. You see what I'm saying? And then our president lied and said that Saddam Hussein and those guys had something to do with the January 11th, whatever back then. You understand? So we went to war. You see what I'm saying? And killed a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to America today, all right, the Republican Party is a lying party. All right. their form of Christianity, I would put up there with Satan, satanic. You see what I'm saying? Because what they're doing is not taking care of the immigrant, right? What Jesus said. So they can't follow the philosophy of Jesus. So they had to kick him out. So Jesus is a bum now. You know what I'm saying? They started kicking him out a long time ago when they changed his hair and made his eyes blue. But they call the name of Jesus all the time. You see what I'm saying? But the white nationalist religion has nothing to do with Jesus. It's the worship, the God that they want you to worship is a man in the form of Donald Trump. That's what he says he's loyal. You got to be loyal to me. You know what I'm saying? You got to kiss the ring because I am the king. I am your God. All right? That's the reason why they're trying to destroy everything. You see what I'm saying? Now, who in the hell want to go sit up in a maggot church, right? But a fool and tell everybody, hey, hate that black man, hate that woman, hate that gay person, hate that transgender person. These maggots are going to get fucked up. You see what I'm saying? We're going to vote them out. You see what I'm saying? You understand? You have institutions that are tax free that goes around telling everybody to hate each other. You know what I'm saying? And that I am a white man, right? And everybody else is no good. And they do their young white men, they treat the white men like dogs. They're not training young white men early. You know what I'm saying? Getting them, there's one outfit called Turning Point, where white men, young men of all races, they try to start brainwashing them real early to hate their country. You see what I'm saying? And these white men hate their country so much. When you give your child an AK-47 for Christmas, okay, you Christian, you Christian people out there. And when that child turns about 20 years old, he goes to Charleston, South Carolina, my hometown. I was born there, and raised there, Jim Crow, and slaughtered church members in the church. But I didn't see any maggot preacher stand up and say, hey, look, they killed those people that was wrong. You see what I'm saying? They used it. You know, the Black Lives Matter protests had zero violence, you see. The violence all came from the police, spraying tear gas on black people, all right? And having one of these guys go around with an AK-47, okay, a young person, okay, a young man, and killed two Jewish people, I understand, and wounded one who were out there marching, huh? And Fox News and those assholes on their station, all right, who are, to me, domestic terrorists and the right wing propaganda machine, an arm of Vladimir Putin. Fox News. Let's call some names here. Jesse Waters, that nasty, stinking little pipsqueak gut feel. I can't stand that sound bitch. Laura Ingraham with her stink ass. Own the damn place talking shit. Sean Hannity, telling all the American people that Donald Trump is a good man. So all you people who listen to Fox News today, you need to call them up. They're the ones who spreading this shit and protecting Donald Trump. Fox News should not exist in this country. They gotta go. You see what I'm saying? They're always talking about MSNBC. We don't have no liberal media now, huh? The maggot church and Donald Trump got them so damn scared. You know what I'm saying? All you got is me and people like me on the web talking. You know what I'm saying? Letting you know what's going on. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But I want to go back to this. Okay, I'm going to be putting up something on my YouTube channel. A person that's going to explain this better than I can. Okay, on the white nationalism and what they're doing to us. All right, so we'll have a professional come in. I will post his video. He's got a video up. Okay, he's telling you about what they're doing. You understand? And I'll post it up on my site. You will see two uh, web addresses, HTML web addresses when I send this out. One will be that video I told you about. Please look at it, everybody, and please subscribe. But getting back, do you want to live in a country that tells you got to go to maggot church? Women, do you want to be handmaidens? Because that, they told you, that you were going to be safe, and Trump was going to be your protector. He can protect your ass right in the kitchen, barefoot and pregnant. Elon Musk said that white women weren't having enough babies. You see what I'm saying? You know. Uh, so I think that we should be preaching this. This is what Montae says. I think that you can love anybody you want to. Black, white, green, whatever you want. Don't listen to those white nationalists because they're full of shit. They're crazy. You see what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be hating one another and doing this crazy kind of stuff that they're trying to do to us. But anyway, I'm going to keep it short, and I'll be back. I'll be back with another podcast talking about white nationalism and how these people, and then some bitches they ain't paying no taxes. You understand? These maggots are spreading this shit, and they don't even pay any damn taxes. You see, they need to pay taxes because they are not churches. All right. Project 2025 eliminated their tax status. All right. They need to pay taxes. And the first thing the liberals need to do is pay taxes, make them pay taxes because the maggot church is the enemy of the state. So let's look at this here. I talked earlier about this here in closing. You have a state-run propaganda machine, Fox News. You have Elon Musk, a billionaire and a racist, in my opinion, even fucking South Africa. He can't say shit to me. You understand? You see what I'm trying to say? He's trying to bring that hatred and that Nazi stuff to America. You see what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to do. So he is the enemy of the state, Elon Musk. That's what we're going to be booing his ass. All right. Donald Trump, that whole entire Republican Party, like I tell you, they're garbage. We can't vote for them, And now they're afraid because once we take the House over, we're going to put Donald Trump ass in jail where he belongs. And we need a criminal crime commission, a presidential crime commission. Donald Trump can run, but he can't fucking hide. You understand? All you Republicans, because the law has a long arm. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Perry, that's a congressman. And that damn on Cruz and all of these people who are sitting down and hanging out with Donald Trump and refuse, because only 3 or 4 of them have to walk across the aisle and say, look, we had enough of this shit. You see what I'm saying? So either you support white nationalism, all right, or you support the American people. There ain't no in between here, all right? And when they come to your town hall, boo their ass. I wish I could be there too so I could tell them to kiss my ass. The Republican Party is not fit to run America. And you know it. You know what, America, we give them a chance, huh? You see what I'm saying? They ran a damn good game on white people. Because white people, I'm going to tell you something in this America. You 77 million people that voted for Donald Trump, you look like damn fools. And you're hiding too. Huh? You're hiding. You see, you come up to town halls and stuff like that, but you went and tore up our Capitol, defecated on the floor, tried to kidnap our governor here in Michigan. You see what I'm saying? And so now the maggots along the Republican Party, they're sitting back scared like hell. You see what I'm saying? They're taking away your Social Security, even taking away the way you worship, telling you how to worship. You see what I'm saying? Now, also, before I go, there have been tons of maggot preachers, all right, that have been involved in some nasty, sexual deviant behavior. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to be starting a list of those people and putting them up on the podcast, and you will find out. These are campaign managers. These are ministers. Hell, just look at the type of religious people, so-called religious people that support Donald Trump. They're fucking crooks, man. You understand? So Heavy Montae is going to leave here right now because I'm going to keep this podcast short because I can talk a long time. But this is a very difficult subject to talk about. That's the reason I'm bringing in a professional and posting him up on my website too, on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And we got these maggots on the ropes. And demand that your congressman, who is a Republican, if he's a moderate Republican or any type of Republican in the House, get his ass over to the Democratic Party, and we can stop Donald Trump. Donald Trump done. He finished, because we control the purse. You see what I'm saying? And we have an election in Florida. If you live in Florida, let's take those 2 seats and give them to the Democrats. You cannot vote for a maggot. He's not ready. He's a traitor. Russian person. Satanic. You can't be watching that fucking shit on Fox News. Huh? You know? Look at it real good the next time you look at it and say, this, the channel that I need to be listening to, and we have all these people on the internet like me, you have Midas, the Midas Touch, Ben, those guys are good. You know what I'm saying? I Hip News, oh, those ladies are good. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, this is H. Montae and the H. Montae podcast. Don't forget, do not let these maggots get you down and stay the hell out of them damn maggot churches because you're going to get maggotized.